So the family is the basic fabric of the society. And when that is disintegrated, we will have all these different problems. The problem um, of street, of children going into the street, the problem of children not respecting their parents, the problem of children going to drugs, the problem of violence.
When it comes to wars, illnesses, the Ebola, and all of those different things, family have been broken. The structure has been broken. Parents don't know how to parent. Children don't know that they're children. Children feel like, oh, I have to take care of my parents. And imagine you have kids as low as 5 years old selling along the streets, and feeling like they're responsible to take care of themselves. They have to help their parents, whereas it's the parent responsibility. So there are a whole lot of things that's going on in our society. We have younger people, even older people now turning to drugs, alcohol, prostitution, all of those different things. So we think that family strengthening program is important because our program focuses on different aspects that we think when people are equipped in those areas, they'll be able to become better people for themselves and the society at large. So looking at that, the Remy's Group have been able to develop a 5-component program that looks at assessment. We want to be able to assess families. Who are those families that needs support from us? How can we be supportive to them? We also have the psychosocial support, considering that children have been abused, time and time in and out. Children have been, we call them punishment in Liberia, but children get beaten, they receive lashes maybe if they don't do well in school, whereas parents should be able to identify what are some reasons why the child is not doing well in school, be able to be parent. I mean, parenting is a whole different thing. You have to know it to be able to exercise it. So these are different areas we have to look at. So under the psychosocial support component of our program, we have the trauma healing program. Children have been through a lot. Children have been separated from the parents. Maybe the child went to live with another family member or a friend, a family friend, and all like that. And during those times, they were exposed to a lot of abuse, emotional, physical, psychological, a whole lot of things happen. And just the fact that they were separated from their own biological family, it creates that sense of neglect. Like they don't feel like they belong somewhere. All of those things are causing issues for our children, our families within Liberia. We also have under the psychosocial support company the attachment theory program, where it teaches parents and children how to create a bond, because being away is like you learn something else, I learned something. We also have the empowerment piece of the program, where it focuses on business skills training. People have to be equipped to do things they need to do. People have to learn something, like what are those things you can do? How can we improve on those things? Like we have a family that the mother was like, I don't have anything, I don't know anything. And during the conversation, her daughter was like, oh, mommy, you can make soap. And we're like, wow. And she was happy realizing that, oh, she can do something. And guess what? She can make soap and make money from it. So how can we empower her to be able to know that, well, I'm valuable, I have something I can contribute? Because we go into these families not telling them we are your answers, we are here to solve problems for you. But what is it that you have that we can work along with to improve whatever you need to improve, whether it's your business, whether it's your financial state. We set up a team according to the zones of our family members, where they learn about savings, how they can save, and it's based on biblical principles that the savings group is being established. So we're working together with finding partnership with other churches that's going to work along with us for that piece. We also have the support that's based on the assessment. What support can we give? Children are out of schools. If children go back home, the main issues are we don't have school fees. We're not able to feed our children. We don't live in a good place, or maybe we're looking for a house, or we're squatting or living somewhere else. It's also healthcare. So based on the assessment, we're looking at those different areas to see how can we work along with this family.
In the Bible, from the days of the old, family was always considered God instituted family.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? From day one. Like God instituted family and God loves family. In fact, African family. Let's bring it to our setting. Africans. Family is very key to this whole family taking charge from here and taking care of them. It started from just because of the war. And it was important to have these families supported in these orphanages, right? And that's because like the war hit everybody went helter scatter, no man, no pa. So it was more like a temporary kind of,
It was necessary during those.
It was necessary during those times, and we appreciate those partners who came in to even support this thing. So we just want to give all the glory to God for the people who are working tirelessly to make sure that this thing works, that families can get together.
It's a blessing to have that.
It's a blessing.
So for me, like over the time, I found out that my mom had lots and lots of kids. So when my father died when I was at age 3, then my mom was offered like some kind of like, we can help your child, or if we take her at the orphanage home. So my mom having all those kids, like she felt, oh, that's something that would be helpful to me. At least one of my kids will be in a better place. So for them, my mom thought that was the best option, and which by then was the best option because there was no way she was going to take care of all of those children without the help of my father. So I ended up at the orphanage. So bringing it back to now that we want this family strengthening to be put in place. If my mom was given that option, like what if we keep your kids with you and we are able to support you in this way with school, with food, with support, that you will be able to stand on your own to be able to take care of your family, and as they grow older they will be able to do some businesses and stuff like that. I think that was going to be the option my mom was going to choose. Considering this whole orphanage thing, it's not something I am against, right? In fact, it's something that I am grateful for by that time, because thinking about it, we had just left of 14 years of civil war, and kids were really orphans. Like some kids were either single orphans or double orphans. Like they either lost their mom or they lost both of their parents, their mom and their pa. So like the orphanage home was important by that time because there were nowhere safe for kids to go to. So it was at that orphanage home I got my education, and there were lots of good things there. So I am grateful for it at that time. But like looking at things, because people were supported so much at the orphanage home, now like in years now it had totally changed to something different. So this time around, it's either these kids have family but that can't support them, but then family feel like the only option is to send them at the orphanage home, and they will get that support. Because at the orphanage home, you are able to go to school, you are able to have a place to sleep, you are able to have 3 meals a day to eat. It's something every family wants. So now it has become like a thing in Liberia that, okay, I think I will be able to send, oh, I can't support my child. I'm a single mom. I can't support my child. So I think the best place to put my child is at the orphanage home. So this is where the family strengthening comes in. Like, I am a single mom. I want to keep my child, but I don't have the support to keep my child. But the orphanage home is providing it. So can the orphanage home channel this support to me that I will be able to keep my child, and my child still be able to go to school, and my child still be able to have that connection with me, that they don't feel like they are rejected, they are neglected and stuff like that. So now most parents take it as an advantage or an opportunity to send their kids there. So now you will see more broken families, and not because these parents just want to have their child or children placed on an orphanage home, but because these families don't have the support to give to their children. So most of the kids that are on the orphanage home, like 85 or 95% of the kids there, have their family. They either have a living parent or like a living mom or dad, but needs that kind of support at the orphanage home.